Hi everyone, welcome back to Level Up, where we explore international education for better clarity for parents and students. In today's video, we are going to break down the disparate terms that was here in IB schools. What is IA? What is EE? What is TOK? What is HL? What is SL? So parents find all these terms very confusing and overwhelming. In the next couple of minutes, we are going to break down each of these terms and try and understand what they actually mean. So let's start. So the first term we have is TOK. TOK is the expansion for TOK is the abbreviation for theory over knowledge. It's not a subject like history or math or physics. It is a course that helps students question the source of your knowledge and see why they know what they know. For example, children may question, is science more reliable than, is media coming in the way of our influences? So these are texts that children can explore through their TOK. So at the end of TOK, they are externally assessed both through an oral presentation as well as a written submission. So next we have is the extended essay, also called as EE. It's a research paper that every student has to submit. It's 4,000 words long. So it helps children research, critically think, work with the supervisor, ask questions that they want to learn in detail about, and then present their research in an essay format, which will be assessed by external examiners. So for example, a student studying in physics could choose a solar power, a vital source of energy to power rural India or something like that. So they go in deep about this topic and relate it to your subject, the research, write what they have learned and their reflection, and then it goes out as a project. CAS stands for Creativity, Activity and Service. It's one of the most beautiful part of the IB program. It's not a graded component. It's not a component where children submit assessment or present their project or their writing exam. So creativity allows children to do something creative. It could be, let's say, doing a musical performance, dancing, things like that. Activity will involve or getting into sports or to go. And then service involves them volunteering somewhere. So let's say they get on a beach here. So it helps students think beyond subjects, beyond academics, and do something that they will enjoy as well as do something for the society around them. Next we have HL versus SL. HL stands for high level, SL stands for standing level. So like I said, students take 6 subjects from different groups when they do their IDQP, 3 of which should be at the higher level and 3 can be at the SL level. So universities look at applicants HL subjects very carefully to see which matches the eligibility criteria. So which subjects might allow students or help students study a subject in much more depth than an SL student. They might have, for example, as interview has chosen HL economics versus SL economics, might have to do problems related to concepts that they have done and not just know the theory or knowing a concept. So when they apply for universities, they have a much in-depth knowledge about how the concept is put into practice, is teaching section and not lesson. The next term is IA, which stands for internal assessment. Every subject that a student chooses, they have to do an double assessment. They write an essay, they do a project, write an essay which is assessed by the features of the scheme. For example, in IB biology, it could be a lab experiment. So the internal teacher gives a grade and it will be submitted to the IB board for final moderation. It is counted for the final mark that comes out and therefore plays a major role in the student's performance. So the next thing is the IB board. And the code is E is the components from what we discussed earlier. So they are the TOK, EE and the CAE is component. All three components must be completed compulsorily by all the students if they need to get their IB diploma. They also get 3 bonus points if examiners are, very impressed about the TE that they have submitted or TOK that they have submitted. But these 3 are must components and therefore they form the IB course. Next, we are going to look at the point system. IB works on a point system. So each of the 6 subjects have 7 points each, which makes it into points. The 3 points that will be the bonus points that children can get for their TOK or EE. So put together, we have 45 points on the hood that students can score. 24 and above is considered a pass. But if a student wants to get placed in top universities, then the minimum expected mark is 35, 38. So higher the point can get, better is their preference in universities. Next, we are going to look at predicted grades. Universities asked for predicted grades from the school in which the student is studying in order to decide whether they want to have them admitted into the college or what. These predicted grades are sent by the school based on the consistency of the children over the 2 years. Have they submitted their ideas? Have they been preparing for the EE consistently? What is their academic knowledge? Have they finished their CAS? So these are things based on which the predicted grades are given by the school to the universities, based on which admissions are given. IB learner profile consists of 10 different qualities that the IB diploma program wants to develop in children. I will list them one by one. So the last is the IB profile. IB profile consists of 10 qualities that the IB diploma program aims to develop in children through the 2-year program. I will list them down one by one for you. Innovators, thinkers, communicators, risk takers, knowledgeable, principled, caring, open-minded, balanced, reflected. These are the values that are embedded in their curriculum and their assessment, and this is what IBDP wishes for children to become after the 2 years school. So we know that IB diploma as such can be very overwhelming. All these terms are really confusing for someone who's new to the syllabus. At Level Up, we help children and their parents decode international education through counseling, through online and offline support, academic support as well as otherwise. So please do get in touch with us if you need any of these. Do subscribe to our channel to know more about international education. If you have any questions that you want addressed, please do add them in the comments. Thank you.